one client in particular today. Now, I've been seen a few times, but with him, he's actually removed someone from his life, and by removing someone from his life, it's now he can move forward. And I've been saying a couple of times before to him about, during a reading, I keep saying, "Oh, you're going to do this book, you're going to do this book," but I couldn't work out what was going on because it was stop, start, start, start. But I knew that in a way he was going to write this book. It's important that he was going to write this book, and we kept on going over the same situation about relationship, moving it out. But of course he wasn't ready at that particular time, and that's absolutely fine. And there's a timing for everything in your life, okay? Time for new things to come in and time to let go. But now it's really sort of time to let go. Let go of locations, people, situations. Okay, thank you. They just turn around and say decluttering your life. That's what it's about right now, really, of things that no longer serve you. And also want to say, and I'll go back to that, but want to say, like, when you do have that clutter in a space, a pile of books, a pile of paper, that's energy. It's holding on to energy. So hospital letters, we know when they're being written out, it's attached to a hospital appointment or whatever it is, and we know that with that there's energy. So it's attached to the person that actually printed it out from the computer, it's attached to the person that told you need to have the appointment, it's attached, there is attachment, okay? And so if you don't, thank you, if you don't clear them out, those old letters, even those letters have energy attached to them. That could be financially, legal, the whole shebang, because it's connected to the individual people that actually sent it to you in the first place. So anyway, let me go back. So with this person, when I communicated with him today, straight away I was very excited, went into the energy as a psychic and could really feel there were some changes for him. And I knew before he even said that he'd had moved this person out of his life and there's some changes for him. Yes, there's a difficult time ahead, and to some degree as a wave of emotions, and there will be those physical changes and emotional changes for him, but it's the best thing to happen for him. Now, by mentioning this, literally what's happened is the book is there, and it's given him the material now to put into his book. Okay, now he knows he's been living in that situation with this removing this person from his life. He has the material now to work on this book if he wants to work on this book, and also to voice what's happened to him. What told by guides and what they're bringing up is that he needed to go through this position, he needs to go from this circumstance, he needs to go through this situation so that he could move forward. Right, thank you. So the reason for saying that is because what they're saying very clearly is that sometimes we put things off. Oh my gosh, sometimes we put things off. So when we hold on and we put things off, I'll do that later, I'll do this later, I'll move those books, I'll make that change, I'll move another time, that person can stay in my life for now because I'm not ready to move. When we do this, and this is also a lesson for myself, but when we do this, it's like as if we can't move to the next stage, whereas they're trying to tell you to move to the next step. And so it's like we sort of hold on, we sort of stay stuck, we don't want that change, we don't want to upset the apple cart, we don't want to rock the boat, we sort of imagine that the situation will change when it's ready, whatever. But what I want to say is, when you're told to act, when you're told you need to shift, or when you have that gut feeling, when your body is telling you that something's just not quite right, you just need to listen to it. And yeah, I'm a bit of a hypocrite today. I need to literally for them to kick me up the bum and say, look, Anne, the reason your glands are swollen today is because there's this dust in your room and you need to sort of clear it out of the way, you need to make change. When I did, it was really strange. So I don't know about yourselves, but if you then move things around you, sort of either moving books, I keep saying about books, moving books, tidying up a space, or literally just changing rooms or changing your bed around or whatever it is, when you make that little shift in your life, it seems that you see something in a new light. You see something in a brand new light. It's even, they just said to me, I'm not that I think that is, but we'll go with it. Even like changing your sheets. Your sheets, it just feels different for you. So it depends on how you're experiencing your world around you, but even changing your sheets on your bed, even by, okay, thank you, this must be for someone in particular, but even if you're feeling down in yourself and you're feeling you know, you just can't be bothered, you put the same jeans on the next day because you really can't be bothered, you're not going to go out and see anyone, it doesn't matter, you know, not going to wash your hair because who's going to see it. It makes it different. Your energy it becomes quite stagnant. It's what you're saying is that okay, you're not worth it. So you've got to be careful, aware, shall I say, more of the awareness of to keep checking in what's going on with you, because it seems to be very important. They're saying that this particular time is a perfect time for the awareness, listening to your body, feeding it well, taking a sleep, and sleep is the biggest thing. So and we know, like, obviously because now we're in autumn coming up to winter more, and that obviously it's darker in the mornings, gets darker earlier in the evening, but they said try and go with that rhythm as much as you can. Try and allow yourself to follow the season as much as you can. And this is really that time where if it's that time of you want to sit there, I know, watch Netflix or pick out to a good movie, whatever it is, you know, it's like taking that time. Even though that sounds a bit contradicting in the sense they said eat good food, but it's also having that balance, being aware of where you're at. And if you need to take that time, take that time. It's really important right now, and that's what they're saying. But they're very excited in the sense of moving forward. But we need to have this this stage of the chrysalis stage, the cocoon stage, that time of taking care of yourself, so that come the new year, then you're able to move forward. And when you have that feeling of okay, thank you. When you have that feeling of making those changes, as simple as literally, I moved a desk into this room from another room, been putting it for ages, couldn't understand why I want to do that. But literally the energy's just changed in the room. I just feel that there's some change, there's some movement. But that's what they're saying is at this particular time in your life, if you're feeling that something needs to be moved, changed, you know, either a new haircut, a new top, a new whatever, or taking something out of your wardrobe, or, you know, decluttering, this is the time to do it. This is the perfect time to do it.